Okay, hi VC. It's Amber Ayaka Star again. Finally showing the gifts I got for Christmas. I actually was holding off because I was still expecting one gift from my aunt and it's still not here yet. But I decided I could just mention it because I just looked up what it is, and I didn't listen to any of my records that I got yet, so all I have to go on is showing them. So, anyway, we're listening to Moose, Sonny and Sam. I don't know why. I think it's because I brought up My Bloody Valentine in my top 10, so I was like, this is another shoegaze band that's pretty good. I don't know if you can hear it, because I made sure that it would be low for this video. Anyway, I'm going to start with the non-vinyl items, because there's a lot of that. First of all, the shirt I'm wearing, it's One Lucky Duck in the Metallica font. I don't own any Metallica yet, but I want to get into metal next, just like I got into jazz this year. And I do like some that I've heard, like I mentioned Ghost a lot. I just like this shirt. One Lucky Duck is a raw food, pure beauty type of online store, and there is an actual store in New York. Pure Food and Wine is connected to it, if you've heard of that. Serves raw food, like by actual chefs, not just like any old person making raw food, so it's really good. Anyway, I got other stuff from One Lucky Duck. These cheesy quackers. I don't know if you can see. I can take one out so you can properly see it. I don't really want to eat one right now because I brushed my teeth earlier, but that's what it looks like. It looks like a cheesy quacker, and it's made with organic almonds, organic flax seeds, organic nutritional yeast. The nutritional yeast is what makes the cheesy taste. Organic spices and organic sea salt. Now, I'm not a raw food person, but I do love this snack food. I am a vegetarian, but I always say I can't be vegan because I like butter, and I like a little bit of Romano cheese and ricotta cheese because I'm half Italian, so it's in me to want that. Now, if someone made me a raw food equivalent to it for me, I would eat it. But for now, I have these as treats. You can't buy them all the time because they're really pricey. I also got the One Lucky Duck cookies, chocolate chip cookies. They have organic Italian almonds, organic maple powder, organic oats, organic walnuts, organic agave, organic vanilla extract, organic cacao paste, Himalayan crystal salt. That's it. And they're really good. For being dehydrated, you'd expect that they would be pretty chewy and like cardboard and unappealing, but they really have a softness to them, and you could really taste the chocolate. So I would recommend them if you want a high-end gourmet treat. I still like my Godiva, don't get me wrong. I enjoy having that, but they don't make cookies Godiva, so I do like the biscuits. I forgot to get them out of the fridge, but Dad got me biscuits from Godiva, and I'm almost halfway through the box. But I'm sure you know what Godiva biscuits look like, or if you don't, you can look them up. But they're really good, especially the Moose one. It goes well with chamomile tea, so. And from my cousin, I got Dave Edgar's The Circle. I haven't read a book in a while. I don't know if that's shocking. I actually almost joined the booktuber community before I found the VC. But then I realized that they read like dozens of books a month. I, at best, read maybe one every week or two, when I was reading. I'm a slow reader, so it wouldn't work out for me unless I just did book hauls and never talked about reading them. But I do want to read this Dave Eggers book. I did read an excerpt in the New York Times, and it kind of reminded me of Google Plus with the circle thing. And I think the quote was, "Everything must be known," or something. I'm not sure if it says so in the cover, but basically it's like Big Brother watching you, that type of thing. Like, if you don't talk about, like, if you went kayaking over the weekend, you have to post about it. That type of thing. I hope we never, like, I know they say that the government's watching us, but I try not to think about that. I don't think they're looking at me through my camera on my computer or anything like that. I'm not that paranoid, but I don't want people to be forcing us to post ever. That's all I'm saying. I also wouldn't want video of me showing up that I didn't take. I like having control over stuff, but I don't think that's going to happen because I'm not doing anything that would constitute them doing that, so I think I'm well off. Anyway, I've read other Eggers books in the past, so I think I'm going to enjoy this when I look into it. And I got High Fidelity on DVD from Mom. She remembered me bringing it up when I couldn't find it in my DVD pile. I thought I had it, but I guess I just owned and read the book. And when I watched it, I actually only remembered the parts that I watched in YouTube clips, so it was a whole new thing for me. I mean, I knew the plot of the book, but I didn't remember all the scenes within the movie and it taking place in Chicago instead of London, all that stuff. I watched the director's interviews and I knew how they filmed the movie and how it worked in that location, even though Nick Hornby said it was like mostly about London, so taking it out of that location takes away most of the book. But it's mostly about the music. I liked how Belle and Sebastian, Stereolab, and all that was brought up, because that's the type of music I listened to when I read the Nick Hornby book. I didn't listen to the other music, so now that I'm into other stuff and looking at what the VC has to show, I think that I'm going to get more of the references. I'm going to probably rewatch this over and over again. I also like the love story, obviously. I like romantic movies, I have a few in my collection, so even though I'm not a big movie collector, I do like happy endings and I do like that side of the stories. So, yeah, this one, I think most people probably who are into vinyl have seen this already, so I don't think I have to talk about the actual movie, but just that I really enjoyed it. I just watched it this past weekend, made a whole day of it. And I also got the lipstick I'm wearing. It's raspberry. It's 100% pure lip glaze, and it has a raspberry flavor. Now, I don't usually wear makeup. I mean, I wear cover-up because if you didn't know, I have eczema problems sometimes, like where I scratch and my skin flakes off sometimes, so sometimes my face gets really red, so I do use cover-up before I shoot my videos, but I wasn't really into wearing full-on makeup, but I always liked the raspberry color, and I used to have like shades of purple and reds and like fuchsia pink colors when I used to wear makeup, so having this color, I think it really works, so I'm really happy with it. Maybe most of you being guys won't really care about this part, but I really enjoyed getting that because I wasn't expecting to get it. And wearing this shirt with it, I think the black and the raspberry go together. I also got these samples. Coconut Nourishing Body Cream and French Lavender Hand Butter Cream, which I'm going to try because I will do anything to make my skin smooth, so I'm glad to get that with my lip glaze. And the last of the non-vinyl is this calendar. This is what I was telling Karsten when he saw and couldn't wait to see what music I got. I was like, well, I know one's a calendar because every year Mom gets me my calendar, and I gave her a few choices, and this is what she chose. It's kind of weird, but I do like quirky. And I always look, like, do you ever, when you get a calendar, look at what your birth month is going to be? Well, this is my birth month picture. Very odd. So, yeah, I'm going to enjoy having this up, and I'll try to get my camera angled so you can see more of the calendar. I used to have it where I showed the calendar in the early videos, but right now you can only see the bottom half of it, so I'll try to get better camera angles in the new year. That's my goal. Okay, for the vinyl, since I just spoke about Wayne Shorter in my entry for Dr. Deadwax, I got this from my aunt, one of them. It's Wayne Shorter's Speak No Evil. This came with a CD, which I am really happy about because I like when they come with at least something extra, because sometimes I'm lazy and I don't really want to get the actual album out. I don't know, I'm sure lots of you feel the same way. Once I get my new system going and I don't have to plug and unplug, maybe it'll be better, but anyway, I can't wait to listen to this. I listened to one track before I put it on my wish list, but I only kind of remember it. But I hope that the camera went out of focus. Okay, anyway, I hope that I enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Juju. And speaking of heavier music, I got Queensryche. Lots of people in the VC showed this, and I was so pumped about it when I played clips. I played them on iTunes first, then I listened on Spotify, and I couldn't get enough of it. It has the lyrics in the gatefold. And I'm sure all of you know that it's on gray vinyl, or silver, if you prefer to, but there it is. I'm happy with that, and I can't wait to listen to it. It also came with a CD. And another one from my aunt was the Billy Bragg and Wilco Mermaid Avenue. I still plan to get volume 2 and 3 sometime, but they're kind of pricey. I'm sure I saw some people on the Facebook group talking about how they were overpriced in record stores. But even at $34.99, it's kind of pricey, and you have to spend $35 to get the free shipping, so Amazon knows what it's doing. But I still plan to get those eventually, and I can't wait to listen to this. I think I listened to this once before, for why it was even on my wish list as a CD at one point, but I only kind of remember it, so I'm really looking forward to hearing it on vinyl. And the packaging is nice. I do like when they have the perforation at the top so you could keep it in the plastic. I think only the Miles Davis ones did that besides this one. Here's the inside. And I'll show one of the inner sleeves. It's a little bent in the corner, but I could live with that when it's just an inner sleeve. It's just on black. And the other album that I'm waiting on from my aunt was Scud Mountain Boys, their new album. I don't know if anyone listens to the Pernice Brothers. I used to listen to the Pernice Brothers a lot in the past, I never owned any Scud Mountain Boys, so I was really excited when I heard they were making a comeback like lots of bands have. So I heard one song off of it, and I only kind of remember what it sounded like, so I'm really looking forward to getting it. I'm not sure when it'll arrive. I see that it's out of stock right now, but it could have shipped before it was out of stock. I have no idea, but I have a lot to listen to anyway. And besides what I showed, I also got money, of course, which I spent for the receiver and the speakers I want. The receiver I ordered was a vintage Marantz 2215. And I also got the Mica MB42X bookshelf speakers, if anyone knows that. I know they're a China off-brand. I asked the BC, but they're the best I could afford right now. Hopefully I'll upgrade maybe in a year. I'm just hoping that they don't sound really horrible when I set it all up, but I think they're going to sound better than the Crosley, so I really look forward to showing my setup in the new year. They're supposed to show up around the end of the week, like January 2nd or 3rd, so I look forward to showing that. And that's all I have, so I'm wishing everyone in the BC a Happy New Year. This is the last video for me for the year, and I hope to keep in touch with all of you. Take care.